No, don't do it. Upwards of 35 to 38% of you who have 401k plans are taking loans out against them. Do you understand the impact that has on your future retirement and your ability to pursue that retirement you desire? In this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of times that maybe it's okay to take loans, but for the vast majority of you, I want to share with you the impact of taking a simple $5,000 loan would be on your retirement. But before we get there, subscribe to our channel. Hit the notifications bell so you're alerted to when we post new videos. So there was a recent study done by Ramsey Solutions that indicated those who had created wealth, and they defined that as $1 million, that the vast majority of them, closing in somewhere on the vicinity of 57 years old or thereabouts, had accumulated that wealth primarily through their employer's retirement plan, your 401k. So shouldn't we be managing this properly? So let's step back for a moment and at least understand the framework, the concept of what a retirement plan is, specifically a 401k plan. You have the ability on a systematic basis, each and every paycheck, to put money away. Sometimes your employer is matching it. Then you choose a particular investment setup for a long period of time for your retirement. It grows tax deferred. And the benefit is that if you don't touch it, it should be growing to put yourself in a position where you may be able to pursue those retirement dreams that you've been thinking about for years. Now, I want to talk to you about the really big benefit of having an employer retirement plan, and I want to frame it with a conversation about compound interest. Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. So let me share with you the story of two different people, one who started really early in life and put away $2,000 a year, and one started a little bit later, did the same $2,000 a year investing. Think about this in terms of your 401k plan, if you will. If you put in $166.67 every single month into the 401k, just think about that, and let's go to my screen for a moment. So on the left-hand side of the screen, we show, for example, one, and we're using a 20-year-old here who invests for 8 years, 8 years only. They put in $2,000 away every single year, and they invest $16,000. On the right-hand side is someone who saved starting at 28 until they're 67. So they save for 39 years, or they invest a total of $78,000. Now, you would think the person who invested $78,000 would have more at age 67 than the person who only invested $16,000. But here at a 9% rate of return, and certainly no guarantees for any future performance. But as you see here, example one shows the person who only saved for 8 years but started earlier at the age of 20 and never again invested after the age of 28 had $676,000 of money in their account. On the right-hand side, it showed the 39 years at $2,000 a year for $78,000 invested grew to $595,000, or about $80,000 less than the person who saved starting earlier. So the real lesson here is save as early as you can. It's not about saving big chunks of money. Just save little pieces of money for a long period of time, and you put yourself on a higher probability that you may have that chance to succeed in retirement. So in my view, taking a loan out against a 401k plan is a very bad idea. But there are two scenarios where I believe it's okay. So these are the only two reasons that I believe you should be taking out a loan. The first is if you have a hardship. And a hardship is where something dreadful has happened, you have no other resource or recall, no money anywhere else, and you can take money out of the 401k plan. And if the plan has a hardship withdrawal provision, then of course you take it out. You have no other choice. The second reason is if you are buried in credit card debt. And if you're paying 12 to 15 to 18%, and it's killing you on a month-to-month basis with all that you have to spend on those credit card balances, then maybe you make an agreement with yourself that you stop making contributions, not taking money out, but just stop making contributions to the plan for maybe a year or 2 years. Get out from under the debt, which is burying you, and then you can come back in to the plan. Those are the two good reasons that you could take money out. Now, I know this can be confusing, and I know if you're preparing for retirement, what I want you to do is invest 2 minutes in yourself. Go to our banner, take our quiz. After 2 minutes, we'll score for you which of the 3 retirement planning stages you are in, and I'll send you a free chapter of our book, Don't Outlive Your Money in Retirement, right? And I'll also send you a couple of worksheets to give you some more clarity with regards to how to put yourself on track for a successful retirement. So I'm going to talk to you now about the impact of taking a $5,000 loan. This is an example of a 35-year-old who is going to be taking out a $5,000 loan from the 401k. We're assuming a 5-year loan period, a 5% interest rate on the loan. And we're assuming here that of the $150 usual contribution to the plan, that this person will be paying back the loan, and that amount will be $44 per period. Now, this addresses the one myth, if you will, that when people say, I'm taking a loan out, but I'm paying it back, I'm paying myself back, that in a sense they are doing that, but also you miss out on the opportunity to have this money work for you. You also have here that the balance of the contribution, the $150, after paying $44 on the loan, will be $106 going towards the regular contribution. You know, the reality is, though, that if you are taking out a loan from your 401k plan, probably means you're under some financial duress. And the studies show that many people, when they do take a loan out, reduce the amount of contribution, sometimes just down to the point where they're only paying back the loan. So as you see on the left-hand side, it's a $5,000 loan. And on the right-hand side, what we're showing is no loan. So what is the impact? In the best case scenario, again, I kept the $150 contribution here, but I think that's going to skew this a bit. This is the most favorable outcome for this individual. And we're assuming a 7% rate of return, obviously no guarantees for any future performance. What is the impact of taking that $5,000 loan out at the age of 65? As you see on the left-hand side, you have a balance of about $607,000, or it cost you a little over $50,000 in retirement savings by taking out a $5,000 loan. Now, it gets even worse, by the way. If you've taken out this loan and you change jobs and you haven't paid back that loan, then that loan can show up as income to you, and you'll have to pay taxes on that income. So it's not a good scenario. For the vast majority of you, taking a 401k loan is just not a good idea. And for more information on 401ks, take a look at this next video.